are you? Why are you marrying my brother?
I'm sorry. Who might you be?
I'm the sister of the man you're marrying. David is my big brother, you know.
Oh, you must be Sophie. I've heard about you.
Huh, so you know about me.
Of course. David told me about you. We haven't had the chance to meet until now. Nice to finally meet you. I'm Emily, David's fiancée.
I don't care about your introduction. Apologize to me first.
I'm not sure what I should be apologizing for. I have no idea what you mean.
For marrying my brother without my permission, of course. I absolutely won't accept you as our family. So, apologize sincerely.
I didn't realize you were against our marriage. David never mentioned anything about that.
I wasn't just against it. I didn't even know about it. I thought he had gotten back together with Rachel and married her. Why on earth did he marry a hideous woman like you instead?
Excuse me? Hideous woman? That's quite rude, Sophie. You don't even know me.
I don't need to know you. I can see you're nothing special compared to Rachel.
Who is this Rachel you're talking about?
My brother's ex-girlfriend. Rachel is a stunning beauty who's perfect for my brother.
Ex-girlfriend, you say?
We've been close for a long time, and she's always been kind to me. She was like a real big sister to me, and that's why I thought she had finally become my sister-in-law.
I think I might have heard about her from David before. They dated for a long time, right? About 6 years, I believe.
Yeah, they were such a perfect couple. They'd break up after fights, but always got back together quickly.
Oh, I see. That must have been difficult for you, seeing them break up and reconcile so often.
It wasn't difficult at all. It just showed how much they were meant for each other. They always found their way back to each other.
I'm not sure that's a healthy relationship pattern, Sophie.
What would you know about their relationship? You're just an intruder who came between their relationship.
I understand you're upset, but I'm not an intruder. I'm David's fiancée now.
That's why I thought they had gotten back together this time too. I assumed they had finally tied the knot. I don't understand why he's marrying someone like you instead. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, the fact that you're calling me ugly right off the bat doesn't make any sense to me either. I get that you've had some misunderstandings, Sophie, but that doesn't justify insulting someone you've just met.
Shut up, you hideous woman. You're nothing compared to Rachel. You don't suit my brother at all. How did someone like you manage to get married?
Sophie, I think you're being unnecessarily cruel. David and I love each other. That should be enough.
Love? Ha! What would you know about love? You probably tricked him to marry you somehow.
That's a serious accusation, Sophie. I did no such thing.
Wait, did you blackmail my brother? Did you force him to marry you by holding something over him?
Of course not. David and I started dating normally. He confessed to me and proposed to me himself.
That's a lie. My brother would never want someone as ugly as you. I even saw him out with Rachel the other day.
What? You saw David with Rachel recently?
Yes, they look like they were having a lot of fun together.
I'm not sure what to say. David hasn't mentioned anything about meeting Rachel.
Of course he wouldn't tell you. He probably realized what a mistake he's making by marrying you. For his taste in women to change so drastically, it must be an illness. Maybe he hit his head somewhere.
Your rudeness is truly refreshing. I'm sorry I'm not the sister-in-law you were expecting. But David isn't sick, and our relationship is serious. So, could you please try to accept our marriage?
Absolutely not. If anyone's going to be his wife, it should be Rachel. Who would accept a hideous woman like you?
I see there's no reasoning with you. I'll talk to David about this.
He'll probably realize his mistake once I tell him about seeing him with Rachel.
David, we need to talk.
What's up, Emily?
Your sister Sophie just contacted me. She's strongly against our marriage.
Oh no, what did she say?
Apparently, she thought you had married your ex-girlfriend Rachel. She said she doesn't know me and won't accept me.
Is that so? I'm so sorry about my sister. She's being so rude to you. Actually, I just found out about this myself.
She misunderstood even though you never said you got back with your ex. But I can see why Sophie would assume that. You've broken up and gotten back together with your ex many times, right? It's natural she'd think you'd done the same this time.
Wow, she told you all that too?
Yes, she did. David, hearing that does make it easy to misunderstand. Especially since Sophie seems very attached to your ex-girlfriend.
Sophie has always been close to Rachel. I should have expected this reaction.
Yep. She said she'd absolutely prefer Rachel as your wife. Maybe you should talk to her about this.
Of course. I'll set her straight. Don't worry about it, Emily.
Hey, David, is it okay for us to continue with the wedding preparations when there's someone who doesn't accept me at all?
Of course it is. Don't suddenly start saying weird things. Don't worry about my sister, silly.
There's more, David. Sophie said something that concerns me.
What is it?
But you're still close with your ex-girlfriend, aren't you?
Huh?
Sophie mentioned it. She said she saw you two out together recently. That's why she thought you had gotten back together.
What?
I didn't know you were still in touch with your ex.
What are you talking about? There's no way we'd meet. Must be another misunderstanding. Don't worry about it.
But your own sister wouldn't mistake what she saw, right? She apparently very close with Rachel too, like sisters. I don't think Sophie would mistake who she saw.
Ah, maybe she mistook you for Rachel.
Me for Rachel?
You're the only girl I've been out with recently. And you two are kind of similar in appearance. Especially your hairstyle and the way you look from behind.
Oh, so Rachel and I look alike? That's strange because Sophie said we don't look similar at all.
Yeah, your vibes are similar. Anyway, my sister is just confused by her own misunderstanding. So you don't need to worry about it at all. Let's continue with the wedding preparations as planned.
David, I'm not sure I can believe your explanation.
What do you mean? I told you, it's just a misunderstanding.
But why would Sophie think she saw you with Rachel if we look so different?
Look, Emily, you're overthinking this. Sophie probably just saw someone who looked like Rachel.
I don't know, David. Something doesn't feel right.
Trust me, okay? There's nothing going on between Rachel and me.
All right. I'll trust you for now, but we need to talk more about this later.
Sure. Let's focus on the wedding for now.
Okay. I'll try to put this out of my mind.
Hey, Emily, is it possible to change your wedding dress now?
Now? That's impossible. The ceremony is about to start.
But you really should change it. That wedding dress doesn't suit you at all. It just makes an ugly girl look even worse.
Sophie, I thought we were past this. Why are you still being so mean?
I'm not being mean, I'm being honest. The dress doesn't suit you at all.
Are you serious? I chose this dress very carefully. David likes it too.
Why would an ugly girl choose such an elegant dress? That kind of dress suits slim, stylish people. Emily, you're quite tall, but your shoulders are broad, and your figure isn't the best. It just emphasizes how ugly you are.
I don't think it's that bad. I tried it on many times before deciding on this dress.
Rachel would have looked great in it. She's beautiful and has a perfect figure. Dresses like that are meant for pretty people.
Again with Rachel. I wish you'd stop talking about her at a time like this. This is hard to tolerate on my wedding day.
But it's a fact that Rachel would look better in it. It's just sad when a below-average, hideous woman tries to dress up. It doesn't make you any cuter. It just looks pathetic. Why don't you go look in the mirror?
Excuse me?
You heard me. You're not fit to wear that dress or marry my brother.
Sophie, I've tried to be patient with you, but this is too much.
You know, I'm a kinder person than you might think. I heard you were working on yourself for the wedding, so I thought I might accept you as my sister-in-law if you'd become pretty. But you haven't worked hard. And you haven't become cute at all. Besides, David's ex-girlfriend is so much prettier than you. You're not qualified to be our family's bride at all.
Then let's cancel the wedding.
Finally! Get you out of here, you hideous woman! You finally understood your level. What took you so long to give up on marrying someone who's out of your league?
I'm sorry, I've always been slow to make decisions.
Well then, I'm going to contact Rachel right away. I'll tell her the intruder is gone so she can get back together with my brother soon. I'm sure she has been wanting to reconcile with him too.
In that case, I'll pass on the message. I'm returning your cheating brother to you. So before he gets back together and marries him, they better pay me compensation for what they've done to me.
Huh?
The groom betrayed me and cheated with his ex-girlfriend, and I'm sick of being called ugly by his sister every day. I'll cancel this wedding myself.
Wait a minute. What do you mean he cheated with his ex? Were my brother and Rachel back together?
That's right. They've been secretly dating behind my back. They think I haven't found out yet. Sophie, I thought you'd be happy about this, aren't you?
I am happy. It's really strange though. If he got back together with Rachel, he should have just broken up with you right away. Why did your brother proceed with marrying you? I don't understand. Why would he do that?
Because if we broke up, he couldn't inherit my family's company. Marrying the CEO's daughter means a secure future. He wanted the title of future CEO more than his pretty ex-girlfriend.
What? CEO's daughter? Wait, are you the heiress for my brother's workplace?
That's right. We explained it to your parents during the marriage greeting, but you ended up not showing up. It's not surprising you didn't know. But now the wedding is canceled. The engagement is off too. I'll leave as you wish, and I'll start the divorce proceedings right away.
Wait, Emily, I didn't know. I'm so sorry.
It's too late for apologies now, Sophie. The damage is done.
But what about my brother's future? The company?
That's not my problem anymore. He made his choice.
Oh no, wait! Please wait! Stop! Please, don't leave!
David, it's over. I know everything.
Please come back! I absolutely don't want a divorce! Come back and let's have our wedding!
Sophie told me to leave, so I left. I can't go back to the venue now.
I'm really sorry about Sophie. It seems she said a lot of rude things, but I won't let her do that ever again. And I'll explain once more that there's no chance of getting back together with Rachel. I'm telling you, it's true when I say that you're the only one I love.
You don't need to lie to me anymore. Everything about you and Rachel is already out in the open.
Huh?
I've been bothered by what you said before, so I investigated you too until I was satisfied.
What do you mean? What did I say to you before that was bothering you?
The story about Sophie mistaking how I looked from behind for Rachel. You said we had similar vibes, but I couldn't believe that. Even more so after hearing Sophie say we were so different. So I decided to hire a private investigator.
A private investigator? Emily, isn't that a bit extreme?
As you know, I'm a CEO's daughter, so I have money. I had them do a premium investigation plan. And they got perfect evidence of your affair. Photos and voice recordings.
Emily, I can explain.
It seems you two are making fun of me a lot. Saying I'm marrying her just for the money. I don't love her at all. Remember? I know what you said. She's ugly. And that's why I made her change her hairstyle and clothes to my taste. But that's the best she can do.
How did you find out everything? That was a private conversation between me and Rachel at the hotel where we stayed at. You're invading my privacy.
Your privacy? You're asking me to respect that while you're cheating on your fiancé? That's ridiculous, David.
I didn't mean for this to happen. I promise.
You know, I really liked you, David. That's why I worked hard to become closer to your type. I even grew my hair long because you said you liked longer hair in women. But you only said that because you were trying to replace me with your ex-girlfriend, weren't you? You were in love with her all along instead of me.
Wait, no, Emily. I sincerely apologize for the affair. I'm beyond sorry about it, and I regret it so much. But, you should know that you're the only one I truly love.
How can I believe such words? I'm divorcing you right this moment. I'll report everything that you've done to me to my father right away.
Please don't do that. I'll break up with Rachel as soon as I can, I promise. I just got carried away because things escalated between Rachel and me. We were together for a while. There were some lingering feelings, but I absolutely won't do this again.
That's right. You dated for 6 years. Of course there would be feelings that don't disappear even if you got a new wife. In that case, why don't you just get back together? I won't have any trouble divorcing you.
You may want that, but I don't. Please, Emily, reconsider the divorce.
That's absolutely impossible. Goodbye for the last time. Please contact my lawyer for any future matters.
I'm so sorry for everything I've done. I had no idea that Emily was the daughter of David's company CEO. I apologize for all the disrespectful things I've said.
Well, what's gotten into you? This isn't like the sassy Sophie I know. Are you sick? Did you hit your head or something?
No, it's not that. I truly feel sorry from the bottom of my heart.
It's too late for apologies now. Don't worry about what happened. But hey, isn't it great that David got back together with Rachel? With me out of the picture, they can get married, and you'll finally get that pretty sister-in-law you've always wanted. You must be thrilled.
This isn't great at all. They didn't get back together. They broke up in an instant. The worst part is that both of them are furious with me. David said it's my fault he got divorced. He said it's because of me that his affair was discovered, and he lost his chance at marrying into wealth. I've never seen him so angry before.
What a pathetic man. Lashing out at his younger sister like that?
And Rachel is terrifying when she's angry. She also says it's my fault that their affair was exposed, so I should pay the settlement. She says she's been so kind to me all this time, so I need to take responsibility. I had no idea beautiful people could be so scary when they're furious.
And that's what's been happening. I was wondering why the settlement hadn't been paid yet. So, the two have been taking it out on you, huh?
Yup. David is being horrible with the compensation, too. He's telling me to pay his share of the settlement. Please, I'm begging you, forgive them both for the settlement. Otherwise I'll go bankrupt. I'm so sorry.
You know, Sophie, I'm not just ugly looking like you say I am. I'm also a mean person. So, unfortunately for you, I absolutely won't forgive them.
Don't say that. You're the CEO's daughter, so you must have plenty of money. You don't need to get any money out of this, right?
I'm not asking for money because I want it. I'm demanding it to make them take responsibility for disrespecting me. So I absolutely won't forgive them. And I don't care where the money comes from, so the three of you can figure it out together. Make sure you tell them both to meet the payment deadline without fail. Well, we probably won't see each other again, so take care. Later on, just before the payment deadline, David and his ex-girlfriend Rachel transferred the full settlement amount in one lump sum. I heard that after this, They had a huge fight and decided never to see each other again, even deleting each other's contact information. On top of this, David was told he'd be transferred to a remote location for work. I heard from my father that he quit his job soon after. Rumor has it that he hasn't found a new job and is living as a shut-in at his parents' house. Apparently, David keeps taking money from Sophie's wallet saying, "It's your fault, I lost my job and everything else, so you need to take responsibility." And every time, Sophie replies, "I didn't do anything, it's your fault for cheating." The relationship between them has been destroyed because of everything that happened. In the end, I heard that both of them were kicked out of David's parents' house too.